Hi everyone. So as you can see, I'm recording this after killing the boss. I've made some changes all around, but I've been trying this for the last 5 hours, and I finally got somewhat decent variants on my team. So that is the team I'm using, and yeah, you will hear me rambling about the variants and the lucky and unluckiness of my attempt during the fight, so I'm not gonna talk about this right now. Okay, so let's start. Mastermind Xon. I've built him for a little damage. As you can see, I'm not even really bothering with accessory slots. He has some decent gear. Now what is the most important part here is that everyone on the team has 60% water or light resistance, with only one exception, and that exception is Xon. And what I'm seeing here is I messed up. No, I did not mess up, it's fine. Xon needs 110 to water and light, because he'll be stealthing and not getting rid of the imperil, so Xon needs total 180 water and light after buffs. We got that. So these are the abilities he's using. And the rest of the team in the Brave Shift, for the most part, need 30% water and light. This is Sora. You can technically use Tifa, but I wouldn't suggest you do, because Terra is super outdated for this fight. Not Terra, Tifa, sorry. Tifa is super outdated for this fight. She deals roughly, with best in slot gear, roughly 350 million. I know since I used Tifa, but he had all his units equipped fairly well, I should also mention. So Sora, considering the boss, has roughly 13k. Let me check. I mathed this one out. So I can show you my Sora in his in his gear. He is at 723 million average damage. And what I calculated over here is that the boss has 13,000 defense. So, yeah. Okay, now this is the gear he's using. The boss, not the boss. He's on Craftsman's Secret Book to imbue everyone with fire. And he also has Bushido Freedom to get rid of the Imperil on turn 2. His shift form, the usual pretty much. He's on Dragon's Crest. We need somehow to get 30% water resist. Dragon's Crest Plus is pretty good for that. And he's also using Surpassing the Legend, because it provides LB damage as well, and some light resist. And he's using Riku's Vision card. Now he is sporting 305 limit, 275 stone. If I had valued memories, no, weapon specialist, that is the one. Firion's Estimar a second time, this would have been a little bit better, but it is fine without it as well. I would have had 300% stone killer in that case. It's fine as is though. You've seen 723 on average. Next up is Vaan. He's passive provoke evading and has a little bit of damage. Honestly, not going to matter in the grand scheme of things, but better than nothing, right? He's also on Hairpin of Purity. It matters a lot. You have to make sure that most of the team, best case 4 out of 5, why 5? Edgar is going to be up in the air, so he doesn't matter. But 4 of your team should be immune to confusion and petrification. And you will hear me rambling about this during the fight as well, so I'm not going to bother explaining right now. But make sure that you have some form of petrification and confusion immunity. Now, Sora is only immune to confusion, not to petrification. Okay. Now, Aileen, that is her basic gear in a non-shifted form. She just has a lot of resistances, as you can see. Her main job in the non-shifted form is to fill LB gauge and buff water resistance on turn 2. That's it pretty much. And her limit form, or brave shift form, is geared for LB damage to be specific, but I had to make sure that she's somehow immune to petrification and confusion, because within the last 5 hours I've had her being petrified and confused so many times that I thought, let's just give up on a little bit of damage and equip Hairpin of Purity, just so she can contribute like 100 million damage, maybe roundabout-ish. And it probably paid off. I don't know. So this is her equipment. These are her abilities. So she's on 250 stone and 210 LB damage. And funnily enough, I'm 1% off of the attack cap, but really doesn't matter. And she's on Sora's vision card, because it has unrestricted attack buffs, which is pretty nice. And 100% attack, that is. It's pretty 100 attack, flat attack, it's good too. I actually leveled up his vision card today. I do have more than enough characters anyway. Next up, Edgar. I actually STMR'd Kuja's STMR specifically for this. It's 10%, but the 10% may or may not have been the crucial factor in all of this. The tipping point in damage, I do not know, but better have it than not have it. This whole thing is bugged anyway. It just carries over when you brave shift, so that's pretty cool. He's on Call of the Wild and on well, unsurprisingly on Honorable Rod Arts, and he's using Riku's vision card for maximum amount of attack. Now he's using Kane's Lance and Spirit Lance for the 25% Lance Imperil, of course, and a fairly good amount of STMRs. I believe those are all STMRs. Yeah, those are all STMRs. So his gear is top notch. He's also using a fair amount of Strong Gear over here. So I know from heart, Specialist, Memories of Ragnarok, and Shining Guardian of Hope are STMRs. I'm not sure about Dragoon's Wisdom, but I believe it is also an STMR. So yeah, he has 750% jump damage and of course 300% stone killer. So he did, next to Terra, he did the most damage on this whole fight. And at the end of it, we've got Terra. She does have a little bit of LB film, as you can see. Roses, earrings, fallen angel, angle. Why not angel? Fallen angle. I even gave her Unfaltering Fist because it's 300% LB gauge fill per turn. But the most important part is Calamity Border, because on turn 1 we will be buffing resistances with Terra, and that is the reason why everyone needs 60% or more in their base form. Or for Vaan and Xon, they need at least 60%. Terra shift form, almost as good as it gets. I'm using Fina's Kimono for 70% light resistance. That's pretty much all there is to it, honestly. As you can see, Duty to the World is perfect for this, as it provides 50% water damage on its water resistance on its own. So I only had to change one piece of equipment, and Fina's Kimono is perfect for that. And if you do not have it, you will probably have to gimp her damage a little bit more than that by equipping Rainbow Rope, for example. That is a decent substitute. It lowers damage, although by probably quite a lot, 49.65. Yeah, I'm losing 57 magic. I mean, it might not matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's still probably 50 million damage that is going to be lost in there, or 10 million, and it might be the tipping point. And yeah, I mean, the STMRs, or the abilities, I should say, they are pretty much top notch here. Nothing to say about this. And at the end of it is her own vision card at level 10. Okay, that's it for the team. You will now see the final kill attempt. Yeah, have fun. Alright, let's hopefully do this. By the way, I need to check something real quick. Yeah, okay. Good, let's hope for the best. I've been trying this for the last 5 hours and I do not know what's going wrong with all of this here. We'll see, I guess. Alright, turn 1, Terra, Calamity Border. Vaan is using Jade Parry. Aileen, Soul Reactor to buff LB gauge. Edgar is going to use his LB for the Spear Imperil. And also buffing his Figaro jump. Sora is imbuing himself with fire. And Xon is going to copy all of this from Sora. So Survival Mirror on Sora, Elemental Mirror on Sora. Okay. So on the first turn, nothing too serious is going to happen. So we're good to go. Okay. Now, turn 2. We got Imperiled, so Xon gets out of here with Stealth. Edgar also gets out of here with Figaro Jump. Sora is going to Bushido Freedom the team, so we get rid of the Imperil. Vaan is using Divine Castle's protection, 70% light resist. Aileen Bar Water, 70% water resist. And Terra is using her LB to provide the field effect, which provides 25% limit burst damage. Okay. Now let's check what ability the boss uses at the end, amassing its power, and it is attack and magic, so we're good to go. There's 3 possibilities here. The one you've seen is the easiest one. You do not need a single resistance to status elements. There's also Petrification Blow, where the boss uses an accuracy attack, which is why we are using Jade Parry. And you need Petrification Resistance. Or there's also Maddening Waters, where you need Confusion Immunity. It works the same way as Petrification. But we are lucky, we don't get any bad outcomes right now. So let's hope for a good variance roll this time around on all units pretty much. So we can put this behind us. Alright, Aileen, Solid Breaker, Custom Drill, Pile Driver, Terra, Shift, Triple Magic Attack, Transburst, ugh, this glitch. Triple Magic Attack, Transburst, Magic Attack, Power Release, Fire twice. Xon is going to Reflector, Critical Aileen, and Critical Terra, doesn't matter, and Share. Sora is going to Triple Command. Come on, Triple Command. Infinity Wheel, Radiant Brands, Ultimate Finish. Vaan is going to break. Let's have Sora go first. Vaan follows up. And Xon shares the love. Okay. Let's go in for the kill and hopefully cap. Okay. Mastermind Xon, double AR, Obscure Solitude twice. Vaan is using Luminescence Vaan. Sora limits, Aileen limits, and Terra limits. So a lot of limit bursts involved. Let's hope for the best. Okay. I do want to start Terra first and then follow up with all the other ones. Okay. Let's wait for the chain to build. Was that cap damage? We are about to see. Yes, that is cap. I capped it. Oh, finally. I don't know what went so wrong the whole time. I think the problem was that I included Edgar in my macro and he landed too soon, or I don't know what happened, but we're done. Finally. I've tried this stupid strat for so long and we're done. Ooh, I'm number... Wait, didn't I just cap? I capped. Game. Don't make me question myself. Ranking details. Okay, I capped. Okay. So my friends list, it's only Geared and me so far, and I should be... It hasn't... Okay, so I'm number 23. No, 24. I'm number 24 who capped this boss. Okay, that's cool. Okay, didn't cost much, honestly. 100 lapis. I had to spend 100 lapis to to change one of my espers, and you guessed it right. It is Alexander who had to be respect, because I forgot that he has Divine's Castle protection, so I got that. And I mean, he's got the Machina Killer still, and there's nothing else really that is important for him, so that's it. Okay, thank you all for watching. Oh, by the way, before I get out of here, I do want to mention that the next Dark Visions is going to be at the end of January, as per usual. And I'll be having exams for university at the beginning of February. So unless it goes this smoothly as it did today, and 5 hours I don't really recall smoothly, but it's better than last month where I had to wait a whole week. Unless it goes this smoothly as it did today, I would probably not cap. I will just do the best try I can and keep on studying for my exams, because I'm in the last year of my master's degree and I'd like to focus on my master's degree rather than on getting rank 1 on a January Dark Vision. So yeah, I might not be capping Dark Visions next month, but I'll be back in full force for the February Dark Visions, that's for sure. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. I hope this video is helpful to you. And yeah, good luck to your attempt. You shouldn't use Tifa, to be honest. If you can, don't use her. I know Sinsa used her, and my strat looks very similar to his. I actually talked with Sinsa like 2 days ago about this strat, or about this whole fight. And we both realized we had the same strat, with just he's using Tifa and me Sora, but it's his Tifa, he calculated it out, dealt only 300 million damage, and my Sora dealt 700 million roughly. I'd assume, or I'd rather have you use Sora as well than Tifa, if you have the gear for it, of course. There's also many other possible strats. If you do have Madame Adele, for example, and Riku, you can use them. They are surely able to cap this as well. But yeah, I'm rambling a lot. If you have any questions regarding your team composition or anything, don't hesitate to contact me in the comments on YouTube or on Discord. I will put my username on Discord into the video description below, so you can just contact me and I will gladly help you out with capping this boss. It is hard. The boss is really thick, as Sinsar put it. So yeah, so you're gonna need a lot of good gear and recent units. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful to you, and we'll see each other probably Thursday for a new trial. We'll see. Anyways, goodbye.